Who, what, where, when, and why. The 5 W's. The bedrock that all actors use to create character in a situation. This is your character in front of a camera, and you need to know the answer to all of these W's to be able to pull off a convincing performance. I'll give you an example. Sometimes when I'm working with actors, I'll ask a question like, okay, I can see you're very angry with your uncle right now, but where are you exactly? Outside, I guess. Oh, well, that's why. You're guessing where you are. You need to know where you are. See, viewers will follow a performance anywhere as long as they trust the actor. And the only way they trust an actor is if they can see that the actor knows exactly who it is that they're portraying. So on to the first W. Who is probably the easiest W to figure out. It's usually written right there in the script, in the character description. It'll say, Jody, 27 years old, waitress, married to Sam. But we need to get a little more specific than that. Jody may be a waitress with higher aspirations. She wants to be an architect, and that fuels her motivations. That's when you start to begin to find the core of the who. But it's usually signaled in the script description. Don't forget that we as people in real life are wearing many hats all day long. We play different roles, most of the time without even knowing it. We do it naturally. It's just that we make it more difficult when we're trying to act, but we do it pretty seamlessly in real life. Even non-actors are really good at this. We behave different with our grandmother than we do our mother, most certainly. We behave different with our current boyfriend than we do with our ex-boyfriend, or we better be. We behave different with all types of, with authority figures. Say that you were just stopped for a speeding ticket, and your relationship to that officer versus your relationship to that kindergarten class that you get to after you're given a ticket. We're different all day long. Who? What is the specific situation or activity that the character finds themselves in? Again, you're going to find this in the script, but it's going to be just the basics of what's happening. Tom and Sally raking leaves in their front lawn. But what you're going to find within the lines, within the story of the script, is more of the what. It could be Sally is raking leaves and trying to figure out a cute, clever way to tell Tom that they're going to have a baby. Or maybe the scene is Sally raking leaves, trying to figure out how she's going to tell her husband that she's going to leave him. We find these cues in the script. That is the what. The what is what you are doing as a character. Where is the specific location and or environment the character finds themselves in? Location is geographic information, and environment is anything that the character can see, hear, and touch all around them. Both are very important information. Imagine if you're having a cigarette as a character. There's a big difference between having a cigarette on an outdoor porch in Minnesota in the winter or Florida in the summer. If you're not physically connected to that, you're not doing your job. When represents time of day and or season. We all behave different at different times of the day. Some of us are morning people, some of us aren't, but most of us are pretty wide-eyed and bushy-tailed in the middle of the day. And at the end of the day, you're thinking about what you accomplished, good or bad. Are you sore? Did you get done what you needed to do? We have different psychological states throughout the day. That when affects us, and it also definitely affects your character. Why is possibly the juiciest and definitely the most elusive of all the W's. It's the most fun to figure out. This is when we can really be creative with our choices. The script will generally just hint at the why, and it's up to the actor to really personalize with that. Let's go back to Sally. Why specifically is she leaving her husband? Or why specifically is she being playful in revealing to him that they're going to have a baby? There's so many possibilities that we have, the choices, and once we nail down on the one that works, that's when the scene completely pops. That's when all 5 of these W's come together and you have yourself a real character. I know these 5 W's are going to work for you. My name is Chris. This is Olson Acting, and I will see you next time.